The Federal Reserve raised rates last Wednesday by another 3/4 of a percentage point, or 75 basis points, and said it will continue doing so in October and December again, as well as next year if necessary. And you might say, I really don't care what they do. I have my job or my business running, and in reality, it doesn't affect anything today. Well, in this video, I will explain to you the implications of this, how companies will be affected, how individuals will be affected, and how the majority of Americans will never be able to stop renting. So stay tuned. Hi there, welcome to your channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything related to money and personal finances, including investing in the markets, cryptos, real estate, and businesses. So if you're someone like myself who wants to achieve greater wealth in life, you don't settle for pennies but for Benjamins and love money, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my weekly videos. Also, check out my Instagram, TikTok, and my blog under The Foreigner in America. And I have a solid book published, which I will leave a link below for you to check out. So without further ado, let's begin. While you might think the stock market is worried about this hike or future hikes, they're not. I mean, they were expecting even an 18% chance of a full percentage point raise, or 100 points. So this little movement in the markets will correct and everything will keep the same. Where is the actual concern with the hikes? Let me tell you. The Fed wants to raise rates until they get to a terminal rate of 4.6%. So right now, they are at 3 to 3.25%. That means 2 or 3 more hikes. My concern is the amount of layoffs there will be in the price of buying real estate. I'm not concerned about things like credit card debt, adjustable rate debt instruments, and auto financing. Those are a minority of the population since most use fixed rate loans, and people who have credit card debt or auto payments never plan to get rid of it fast. So let's start with the companies. The unemployment projections for America were at 3.7%. And now they have raised that to 4.4%. A recession is imminent if it hasn't happened yet. GDP growth slowing down to only 0.2% from a 1.7% estimate. Even Jerome Powell came out saying there is a possible recession coming, which he hadn't said that before. So if unemployment goes up, spending goes down. Unemployment checks start to come out, and that's spending for the government. Employed people will pay for the unemployed like it always is. Companies will start laying off people, reducing spending, travel and entertainment, bonuses, and all the good stuff you work for. The plan is a good one for 2025 to reach a 2% inflation again from before the pandemic. The Fed has been reducing the amount of bond holdings it has accumulated over the years. So September marked the beginning of full-speed quantitative tightening with $95 billion a month from maturing bonds being allowed to roll off the Fed's $8.9 trillion balance sheets. What really matters here and scares me is real estate, which is the topic of this video. Make sure to give me a like if you find this analysis useful and share with your friends and family. The average home in the United States is $428,700. Google it in case you don't believe my numbers. If you live in an expensive state, it would be well over 600 or 700K, while cheaper states might be between 200 and 400K, but I think 428 is a good number. So using this calculator here, we are going to run 3 scenarios on conventional loans. An average American who works and hustles, single or married, white or black, male or female, wants to buy a $428,000 home with a 20% down, a 10% down, or a 5% down for 30 years. So using my loan calculator over here, I input the numbers for a 20% down, so the loan amount is this: 6.7% for 30 years, $8,500 for property taxes, or 2%, $1,500 for insurance since it's a newer home, $500 for HOA, okay? The total payment of mortgage and escrow is $3,088.05 a month. Let's leave that there. Now let's do the 10% down. Same numbers, we're just changing the mortgage amount and adding PMI, private mortgage insurance, of 0.81%. So the payment of mortgage and escrow, including PMI, is $3,625.12 a month. Let's leave that there and go for a 5% down. Same numbers. We just changed the mortgage amount to this here, and the mortgage and escrow with PMI goes to $3,777.39 a month, all in. PMI is around $260 a month, just in case you were asking. Where am I going with this? Stay with me. Mortgage lenders are still strict on their practices to qualify you for a loan. If I am a lender, I will ask you for pay stubs or bank statements as well as your last 2 tax returns and run a credit report which shows all your liabilities. Me as a lender will ask that your DTI, which is debt to income ratio, is 36% or less, and no more than 28% of that debt goes towards servicing a mortgage payment. Remember, all this is assuming your credit score is okay, and they're actually giving you a 6.7% and not a higher interest due to the lack of credit. So let's continue. For you to qualify with a lender to be 28% DTI on these 3 scenarios, you need to be making the following yearly incomes. Check this out. For a 20% down, or $3,088.05 a month, you need to be making $132,345 a year. For a 10% down, or $3625.12 a month, you need to be making $155,362 a year. And for a 5% down, or $3777.39 a month, you need to be making $161,888 per year. And before you put your jaw back in place, let me tell you some interesting facts. 1, if you're not married and have dual income, you're done. Unless you're making between $133,000 and $161,000 a year and have saved between $25,000 and $90,000 for a down payment. Number 2, these rates are only going to go up since the hikes haven't stopped. And by the time I'm recording this video, it's actually not 6.7, it's about 7.1. So just imagine how bad it is. Number 3, the housing market is not cooling off in many places because of the lack of inventory, and builders are actually slowing down. So what percentage of Americans today make between $133,000 and $161,000 a year? Let me tell you. The top 10% of individual earners in this country make $129,000 a year. And the top 5% make $175,300 a year. So let me try and understand this because I'm a numbers guy. If you're a household where 2 people work or have a business and you have dual income, it's fine. You can figure it out. But if you are a household renting a place and wants to buy a house, the average house is $428,700, and there's only one income coming in, whether it's only one person who works and the other doesn't, or you are single and happy, what happens? Only 5 to 10% of Americans are able to afford to stop renting today. That's what's happening. And it's only going to get worse. Salaries are not going to go up. The Fed will keep raising rates, affecting the mortgage interest rates and making your loans more expensive. Housing prices will only cool off in super inflated cities like Boise, Austin, Denver, or the state of California, while other markets stay flat or even go up more. And Americans are doomed and renting forever. If you think my numbers don't make sense or I'm wrong and want to challenge them, let me know in the comments. By the way, I did not include the FHA loan at 3.5% because that's the most expensive loan there is. A lot more expensive than a conventional 5% since there is a fee associated with that type of loan. An FHA for a $428,700 house will be close to $4,000 a month all in, just in case you were wondering. I know you're like me, you want to know everything, so there it is. Keep saving your money. If your rent is cheap, hold on to it. If it goes up a lot, find a new place or change cities. Start looking for a new job if possible. Start a side hustle, start a business, get a mentor, but the most important thing is reduce your expenses. Nothing matters if you keep spending thousands of dollars in Amazon and at the bar or club every month. But remember, take control of your life and take control of your money. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found useful information, give me a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my videos as soon as they come out. So have a great day, enjoy the sun, don't lose any money, and I'll see you next time.